We all know that sinking feeling: a canceled text, a broken agreement, a commitment that falls through at the last second. It leaves you unanchored, making it harder to trust the next time someone makes a guarantee. Contrast that with a master architect who has a different kind of reputation. Imagine someone who makes massive, complex commitments and has a 100% success rate of keeping their word. That record is documented in the ancient text of Joshua, chapter 21. It tracks the exact moment a centuries-old promise finally became a physical reality. For the ancient Israelites, the stakes were incredibly high. After decades of wandering through deserts and facing intense battles, an entire generation stood at the edge of finally receiving the land they were promised. Understanding how this specific promise was fulfilled provides a practical way to handle the stress and uncertainty we face in our own lives today. 11 of the 12 tribes received large, distinct geographical territories to build farms and establish family legacies. But look at the remaining space. The Levite tribe receives no massive border or unified territory. At first glance, they seem left out of the inheritance. Instead of physical farmland, God declared that He Himself and serving Him would be their inheritance. This plan involved 48 specific cities, appearing as glowing dots distributed evenly across the entire map within the other 11 tribes. This scattering was a deliberate strategy. It placed teachers and hubs of worship within reach of every citizen, ensuring the community remained connected to their spiritual foundation. If we zoom in, you'll see 6 of those cities designated with a specific life-saving purpose. These were cities of refuge. Anyone involved in an accidental, tragic death could run to these sanctuaries for a legal safe zone and immediate protection. By mapping out these specific locations, God physically embedded zones of grace and safety directly into a landscape that was often hostile. The book of Joshua concludes this chapter by stating that God fulfilled every promise made to their ancestors. He provided the land, and He provided a state of deep rest. This rest existed even while external threats remained. The security came from the boundaries God had established. With the city settled and the people protected, the record shows that not a single word of His promises had failed. This ancient map serves as a blueprint for navigating modern life. The same logic used to place those cities applies to how we find stability today. Like the Levites, you might look at your current situation and feel like your inheritance is missing. Your life might look emptier or more scattered than what society tells you to expect. The first step is to recognize that a sanctuary is available. You can choose to move toward a place of refuge rather than trying to settle every conflict on your own. Engaging with God's Word functions as that sanctuary. It offers a space to step out of daily noise and reset your perspective within a promise that has already been kept. This security is already established and waiting. The foundation is poured, but the calm only becomes a reality when you choose to step inside that sanctuary. Spiritual rest is the ability to remain anchored because of God's presence, even while the chaos of the world moves rapidly outside your window. Once you find that quiet, you can begin to function like one of those scattered cities on the map. You can intentionally carry that same sense of peace and faithfulness into your workplace, your school, and your family. This inheritance is an active responsibility. You are positioned exactly where you are to serve as a point of stability for the people around you who are exhausted or overwhelmed. Every single promise to ancient Israel was kept. That same architectural plan spans across generations, ensuring that the promises made to you will not fail today.